for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career. And maybe more importantly, a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's McDonald to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's McDonald. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Out of the gun, McDonald. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. The
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the ground, Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2nd and 2. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing is McDonald. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go play action with McDonald. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
McDonald sets to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McDonald. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lawson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, McDonald. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Back to throw. McDonald. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Saints 28, Broncos 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, McDonald. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McDonald. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. Second and 3 from the 9. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Matt Breida with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
28, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 46.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be first and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Out of the gun, McDonald. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's McDonald to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They go counter with Breida, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McDonald. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of the young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line,
touchdown! It's complete. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he's taken in by the tight end Fan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, here's Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing is McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action with McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Lawson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McDonald. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. On 1st and 10, McDonald. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. McDonald sets to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Operating from the gun. McDonald flushed out right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
The kick is good. Makes the score.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Fighting through it. He's got space. A big play there out of Kamara. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.